Good day from the office of the Mob Justice Football. If you like the content, please press the plus sign on your top right hand side so that you can get one of these and more content like this one. We are also there on YouTube. We are Advocate of the Mob Justice Football. Finally, Royal AM has get a new ownership, a business, politicians and philanthropist all the way from Phoenix in Durban. Well-known name, more particularly in politics, pending the approval of the PSL. But before we go there, let me take you through the journey of Royal AM, what happened for us to have Royal AM as it stands right now. Sean Mkhize and their partner had a team called Royal Eagles at NFT, previously Glad Africa, but now it's Motsepe Championship. After a divorce, that's where Mkhize went on and bought a Real Kings. He traded with the name Real Kings in 2019, and then she played until she purchased Bloemfontein Celtic in 2021 and renamed it Royal AM. So all those sagas started from Royal Eagles, Real Kings, Royal AM, Bloemfontein, which has changed to Royal AM. When did this issue started? The issue started in late last year in November when the players' salary were not paid on time. Then from there on, Real AM comes in January and requested the fixture against Chippa United to be postponed due to players' strike. From there on, Royal AM was put under curator by the name of Jan Fenter after SARS wanted to recover their 40 million which was owed by Sean Mkhize, who is the president of Royal AM. The curator and Royal AM was supposed to run the team together. Meanwhile, the curator is protecting all the assets that belong to Royal AM. Meanwhile, Royal AM leadership are making sure that the club run as usually. The PSL Executive Committee led by the CEO Manto Madlala met with the curator and Royal AM so that they can be able to get a sense of how the team is going to be run. And with that being said, for them, the two parties or third parties, including the PSL, to produce a letter of good hope detailing how will they be able to run the logistics of the team up until PSL decided to cancel the fixture between Orlando Pirates Football Club and Royal AM. It's a Royal AM versus Orlando Pirates because it was an away game, and the whole entire Nedbank fixtures, courts after courts, until SARS decided to put this team under a bidding process, which was run by bidders country worldwide, a company that facilitated this process led by Jan Fenter, whom is the curator from the SARS. After a long time, lot of pushover and all the stuff, PSL decided to kick out Royal AM out of Nedbank fixture so that they can be able to continue the tournament in the interest of time, since there was no solution. Businessman by the name of Roy Modling, a leader and the founder of African Movement Congress, AMC, residing at Phoenix in Durban, a husband to Mamsi, a businessman whom ran a security company, which was also involved in being awarded a tender of close to 262 million at the Western Cape government. He has been there. He's an Indian by ethnicity. So finally, he has been announced as the new leader of Royal AM after winning the bidding process, which was conducted by bidders worldwide company instructed by SARS as a way of recovering their money. It is believed that the club has been bought by 35 millions. Meanwhile, the entry to the bidding process was 1 million just to enter the bidding, which I believe it was promised that it will be refunded to all the companies that have joined the bidding process. Today, it is reported that the Royal AM players have returned to the field to be able to train so that they can be able to resume with their fixtures pending PSL approval of the new ownership and a quick plan of how Royal AM games are going to be rescheduled going forward. So PSL Executive Committee under his leadership, Manto Madlala, is going to make sure that they are going to look into financial capability of Mr. Roy Modley and his sustainability of the club. It is believed that Sir has already on office and he has promised a lot of machankuras to the players so that if they deliver or save the status, they are going to get a lot of money which has not yet been discovered. The businessman seems to have a better interest of Royal AM, and it is believed that the club will remain in KZN. However, it is not yet clear that the club will be based at Pietermaritzburg or Durban. It's either it's going to use Harry Gwala or it will go to Moses Mabhida and other facilities that are just nearby Durban. That's it. And finally, if all goes well, Royal AM will be able to honor their fixture, which is dated the 5th of April, which they are going to travel to Magesi. Let's hope all goes well and everything started to roll. We just wanted to wish Royal AM players best wish as they prepare for these coming tough fixtures since they're going to do the catch-up games. I hope they will stand the pressure and they will be able to reserve and protect the club. As it stands, there is no Bloemfontein Celtic that is coming to Free State, and it was a pure lie from the minister that he promised that the club is coming back at Bloemfontein. Do we say pure lie? No, that's a harsh word. Let's just say okay, misinformation from the minister Gayton McKenzie, whom have promised the people of Free State that the club is coming back. Let's wish a Royal AM best of luck and know where do they come from. They come from Royal Eagles, which made their trade in 2016 in NFD, previously known as Glad Africa, known now as Motsepe Championship. Tanko, 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 tanko.